Oh, hey, there we go. That took a weirdly long time. Okay. Hey, Fisa. Hey, Kathy. Kelly. Tiffany. Agatha. Miper. Frida. Hey, color purple. Chamomile tea. Cool. Can I have a tea? Chamomile tea. Hey, Backrooms. Hey, Fernanda. Hello, Dolly. Hi, Batu. Do I think Hobson is a gem? I don't know. I'm not a geologist. Hey, Scooby. So, how's everybody? Hi, Cindy. I did not quit my job, Scooby. Hey, Ravishing. Yet. I did not quit my job yet. Hey, Brenda. Why you been crying, Dolly? Why you been crying? Hey, Guest Gold. And yeah, Cindy, it's like that old high school thing. Do you like? Yeah, you write your crush a note. Do you like me? Why? And hey, Heather. But because I'm going live, instead of putting like, I put live. It's wordplay. It's wordplay, Cindy. It's just a thing I do. It's just a thing I do because we have fun around here. I have been watching Picard Ravishing. Hi, Am. Last time I rode a bike, I don't know, probably like 10. Hey, Hey, Ang. Hey, Juicer. I suppose my biggest problem with Picard remains I don't I don't like nostalgia. And Picard is a show that is just completely built on nostalgia. So much of that show, including the current season, even like this current season included, it just revolves around nostalgia. Hey, Lady MK. I'm like, I want new stuff. I want new ideas, you know? Like it's a big part of why I love Discovery. Why are you crying, Lady MK? Like, that's a big part of what I love about Discovery. They're trying to do, like, each season, they're trying to do something unique. You think I'll ever like nostalgia? I hope not, my perspective. Hey, Timber. Elon made your Alexa not work? How? How the hell that happen? Hey, Donut Predator. Hey, Rebecca. Christ. Every fucking live, just fucking same goddamn question. Go away. Shouldn't work all day, and they told me Elon did it. I mean, I can believe that Elon would do something that ended up just fucking up Alexa. Like, something so weird, like it just somehow ended up fucking up things that he has absolutely nothing to do, that he has no connection to. I don't know what teenage test looks like. Give it at least 60 days. Yeah. I mean, I'll give it as long as I can. Trying to watch us? Probably. He seems like that kind of pervert. Haven't met the love of your life yet? I mean, I haven't been at it long enough to have an opinion on it yet, Timber. I haven't even started it's only tomorrow that I start. Thanks, Dreams. It's only tomorrow that I start on, you know, the floor, so to speak. Okay, Vanna. Hey, Vanna. Oh, thank you, Vanna. Anyway, yeah, I hope that I never become excited to not be in training mode anymore. Happy to not have the get up in the mornings anymore. Yeah, I hope that I never like nostalgia. I hope that I never fall into that trap. Hey, action figure. They haven't asked me for anything, so Twitter officially labeling CBC as government-funded media. I mean, CBC does get some funding from the media, from the government, but I don't know. It's I suppose what I kind of wonder. Hey, Scriptgoat, is Twitter going to start talking about where all media companies get their funding? Thanks, Scriptgoat. CBC gets the majority of its funding from the government. Yeah. But like I said, yeah, like, are they going to say where Fox News gets its funding from? Are they going to say where fucking Project Veritas or whatever those fuckers are, where their funding comes from? Fox News gets its funding from Patriot. I mean, they get their funding from corporations. They get their funding uh, from corporate interests who are buying ad time in order to sell shit. And hey, Crystal. And in exchange for buying ad time, Fox News doesn't say jack shit about to them. Just like CNN can't be trusted. No, none of them. Corporate media can't be trusted to report on fucking anything. They're all shallow dickweeds. Like they're all just. I've never been to the U.S. now. Thanks, Frogger. Yeah, they're all so horse race obsessed. You know, how will it play in Peoria? Yeah. An analysis of what the policies would actually mean? Nah, that's boring. That doesn't get viewers. No, we got to talk about. Yeah. Joe Biden went to Ireland. How's that going to play in fucking Alabama? You know, like, who fucking cares? Hey, Frida. That is something new I can try this week. Your mom? Hey, William. Hi, SJ. Never. I mean, I've been to like Messina, which is like right on the border, like right across the border. Watched a video about girl games and the market for them, and I almost cried. Yeah, I mean, they make money. Hey, Liberace. Yeah, training's done, so start on my official shift tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, J Dot. So I'll come on out. So I'll come on tomorrow after my shift. So expecting it 2 in the morning tomorrow, Eastern time. 2 a.m. or so, maybe 2:30ish, depending on cheese nachos. I had fried chicken and potato wedges, just from the ready hot counter at the grocery store. Hey, Sandra. Mac and cheese, cool. I don't know what SGM looks like. 18 plus stream. I'm not going to make it an 18 plus stream. Okay. Yeah, there is that. Okay. I need a smoke. What should I do? Don't smoke. Smoking is bad. Cigarettes are bad for you, okay? Smoking is bad. Hey, Jordan. Hey, Zozo. No, it is not telecommunications. Like I said, I won't go into details about what it is, but I'm not dealing with telecommunications yet. Last I heard, I am. Eat food, then go eat food. Experimental drug use is okay and normal. Yep, it's fine. Telecommunications, cell phones, internet. I mean, cell phone. It's phones. Telecommunications is phones, but a lot of it includes internet as well. So I'm not working for any internet company. Hey, Yashiki. Like I'm not trying to sell people internet plans either. Waiting for Godot. I don't know what Teeb Aldar is. but it sounds like a Star Wars name. Absolutely sounds like a character from Star Wars. As Jim, I did. I used to. The furniture spray company. Grandma retired from Rogers. Yeah, I mean they're a good company, but I just couldn't deal with that type of work anymore. With like that type of people calling about bills and like people. I couldn't deal with a job where people couldn't afford to pay what they were paying, and where I couldn't save the money. Cheese nachos. I uh, I went to the grocery store today and I picked myself up a block of cheese. Just cheese. What are my thoughts on drunk driving? It's shitty, and people shouldn't do it. Thanks, SJ. I got a mini fridge. Very warm in Los Angeles. Yeah. Oh, protest in the UK because of the horse racing. I did not. Oh, I think I heard something about it. Yeah, I support those protests. Hey, Nancy. I will support those protests. Pox on CVS pharmacies across the nation. That does seem to be a pretty common attitude, scapegoat. Animal games are cool. A lot of them are. What I like to eat. I mean, I mostly just shitty frozen dinners. He's back after COVID. Hope you get lucky. Hey, Bug Love. far as I know, there's nothing specific that you can do to get your taste back. I've never watched Succession, so I couldn't tell you, Rebecca. I think I'm fine not watching Midsummer. Have I robbed a pharmacy? No, of course not. Give up on the Yeah, I gave up on the dating sites. Wasn't getting any matches. No one was messaging me, so what the fuck? So who fucking cares? What do I care? Pass out and wake up at 2 a.m. 90-Day Fiance from Colombia. It was amazing. It's a film I think about a lot, even though I watched it 2 years ago. Cool, cool. I want to go back to nursing school, but I have to. Yeah, school sucks. Midnight Summer Nightmare. Shitty. Because I don't even know what Alicia Doherty looks like. I don't care. Or Dougherty or whatever the hell her name's pronounced. Feel good once everyone I get the pay increase. Pay increases are good. Everyone likes a raise. Midsummer Night's Cream. You're going, eh. Same old, same old. Nothing special. Raya dating app. Yeah. Smash your pass through nightly. Smash, I guess. 23 long years at Walmart. That would be long. No, Rebecca, because I don't cry. Tattoos or piercings? Nah. I don't like needles. I don't enjoy needles, so I will pass on piercings and tattoos. Smash your pass, Benedict Cumberbatch. Pass because I'm not attracted to men. Got it? No, because I am not attracted to men. Dylan Mulvaney? Eh. She seems like she might not be my type. Welcome, S Jam. Thank you. Welcome. Smash your pass, Zoe Sight. Again, Zoe Sight's a dude. Was Zoe Sight the one that the American dub made a girl? Because they were wrong. Zoe Sight's a dude. Thank you for the super sticker, Bo Rock. Demi Lovato? I don't know. Smash, I guess. Laverne Cox. I don't remember what she looks like. Fuck it, smash. I don't care, whatever. Smash them all, pass them all. I don't give a shit. Ghislaine Maxwell. Different type of smash, let's say. He's like, he's a guy and he's a child. Maxwell's she was the one who was associated with, or am I thinking of somebody else? She was the one associated with pedophile dude, right? Them you love on? Epstein, yeah. She was the one associated with Epstein, right? So, yeah. Like I said, different type of smash. Jenna Ortega? I don't know. I look at her and I see child. Ellen Mirren? Smash. Rainbow Dash? Animal? Pass. I don't know who Deborah Colbeck is. Princess Diana? She's dead, so pass. Okay. I'm not attracted to men or corpses. I'm not into necrophilia, okay? No necrophilia shit. He's a drogger. Caitlyn Jenner? Fucking asshole. That's what she is. Life discrimination, lifeist. I don't know. There's something so inherently weird to me about the whole smash or pass thing. Hey, Gabrielle. Like, it's just seems so weird. Smash or pass the chat's mom. Smash. Smash every night and twice on weekends. Smash every night and double on weekends. The Mucinex mascot? I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what that mascot looks like, so I can't answer. I don't know. It's just I just find that thing so weird. Also Pataki? Again, I don't know. The shameful thing I ever did in a public toilet? Poop. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's like, would you have sex with this random person that you will never actually meet anyway? I don't know. How's work going? It seems to be going okay. Last time I took a bus, 20. Did I take one in 2020? Maybe early 2020. Well, it might have been 2019, late 2019. Yes, Rachel. I am leaning towards Nicole. I never watched Dragon Ball Z. Anytime I would be channel surfing and I would come across Dragon Ball, without fail, every single time, it was the same thing. Two characters just floating and staring at each other. Oh, I will always call it Dragon Ball Z, JJ, because I am Canadian. And like, so there'll be like two characters staring and floating and staring at each other, and then once in a while, a couple, it might cut to a couple of the characters talking about them staring at each other. It's like, holy shit, does anything ever actually happen in this show? Scream until they hurt yourself. Thing is, I never got there for the screaming AM. Like, I never caught the screaming. Pronounce the S in Ghislaine? Ghislaine? Well, that's just because I didn't know how to pronounce it, Juicer. Ghislaine? So it's Ghislaine? Coming from the person who thinks Pride and Prejudice is the best book. I mean, Pride and Prejudice is clever. Yeah, No, it's clever. It's clever writing. Oh, definitely Smash Marge. Anyway, just one, Rachel. Most frightening film I've ever watched. I guess probably The Exorcist. I have not unpacked. So yeah, like it's just one of those things where it's like I don't think that I would that I would enjoy Dragon Ball. Jameson. My son went to school with that name. Well, somebody's parents liked their drink. Do I miss Canada? I live in Canada. I like the name Regan because of The Exorcist. I can see that. Regan or Carter. Like the presidents, Carter. Exorcist scared me so much when I accidentally watched a bit of it when I was a kid. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I watched it as like full grown adult, and I mean, I blame Reagan for a huge amount of the problems that face the world today. Also reminds me of Reaganomics. Yeah. Hey, Cam. Her dad's name was James. Have some gravel, Rita. Exorcist wasn't scary. Maybe not, but it's still the scariest thing that I've seen. History teacher had a framed photo of Reagan. Ugh. Do I think I'll ever attend a wedding? I hope not. I don't want to have to buy a tux or rent a tux. Well, yeah, Rachel, that would be how it would work. Yes. Nobody wears tuxes to weddings. I mean, isn't that what you're supposed to wear to a wedding? On Halloween in a costume? Probably not. No. That sucks, Frida. Steampunk Halloween themed wedding. Makes sense the reason the US is in debt with the war on drugs then. Nixon may have started the war on drugs, but every president, every senator, every congressman, every governor, every state legislator, every cop, every lawyer, every judge, everyone in the entire fucking country, every person in power in the entire fucking country uh, has done everything in their power to keep that shit going. Trans would be able to. I would imagine so at some point, AM. I think at some point there would probably be womb transplants available for trans women. Yeah, so like Nixon may have started the war on drugs. I think he started with good intentions, and then just fucking all the worst fucking elements saw it as a way of getting money and power. Change my channel name? Probably not. Probably not, Rachel. I think my channel name works fine. Decriminalize. Yep, absolutely. Decriminalize all drugs. The thing is, it's not necessarily that they're choosing periods and cramps. It's that they are choosing the option of having children. Private prisons getting rich. Yep, private prisons are an absolutely disgusting concept. Prisons in general suck, but private prisons, fuck. I'm the first person ever taken this job. Is that when the government sells the drugs? No, the government would not sell the drugs. Why pat it? Because it's comforting to pat it somehow. Sure, some people need to be incarcerated. I don't even know what the fuck that even means. So yeah, some people need to be incarcerated, but the prison industrial complex is fucking atrocious. Ugh. Not interested in getting into that, Timber. Not really, AM. I want the lobotomy. They just remove your other organs. Yep. Sure it is, though. I am pretty goddamn tired of you at this point, Bo Rock, so I would recommend that you start just watching yourself because I am ready to just ban you. Thanks, Dolly. Got it done lobotomized. Organs are failing. Absolutely, I did not use that term, Rachel. Not really. I think the most famous I've met was Larry Hama. Give me a spanking, I'll moan. Put my jacket on? Nah. It's on the hot side, so. What else? Went to the inmate and then went to jail, died by being eaten by bed bugs and other bugs. Just selling his torso. Yeah, and there was another one recently where the cops basically shoved someone into into solitary and basically just fucking let him die. Yeah. You know, prisons are bad. It's not that prisons are bad. It's that they are genuinely evil places. Hey, sir. It's that they are just it's a shitty way of doing things. It's not just prisons are unpleasant, but hey, they're bad people. It's they are deliberately awful and don't fucking work. Would I describe myself as a people person? No. Person? Even person is iffy. Chris in prison says nothing Christopher people think. Yeah. Just go on the Wikipedia article for prison abolition timber. Cave troll or a mountain troll? Cave troll. I'm scared of heights. Larry Hama's done lots of good stuff. Oh yeah, Larry Hama's, you know, one of the industry's great, one of the industry legends. Um, you know, his GI Joe stuff was iconic. I mean, he's done a lot of other stuff. You know, Wolverine, X-Men comics, Spider-Man stuff, and a whole bunch of other things. What do I think of Drowning Puppies? The band? Not a fan. The act? Also not a fan. Set up Discord on the fan club so y'all can Google the server, since I don't know if Discord links work here. Escalators I'm fine with. Mia Goth. I've never heard of her. Don't think I've ever heard of Mia Goth. She like a musician? Thoughts on Tori Amos? Not someone I'm typically a fan of. Like, I respect Tori Amos, but I don't really enjoy her. Mia Goth as an actress? Alright. I was just thinking, like, you know, some sort of goth musician or something. Cameron Herron? No idea who that is. Yeah, I've tried lemonade. I like lemonade. Lemonade's good. Well, now I'm wondering if I should know who Mia Goth is. Different? I mean, I guess lesbian porn would be what I would enjoy most, but I don't know. A variety of porn. A veritable pornucopia, if you will. Excuse me. CFNM. Not sure what that is. Cop in Whitetown was regularly robbing an elderly lady of her payment. One day she didn't answer. He kicked the door in and drew his gun. She has cameras installed the day before. Yeah. ACAB indeed, yes. Give me a second. I gotta blow my nose. Give me a second. No, color purple. I think is people outside. Yeah, my guess on what happened to that particular cop, Rhonda, I would assume he probably got fired. And I would assume he got a job at a police department in a different city. Because it's actually pretty common when a police officer gets fired for misconduct, a lot of them actually end up getting jobs in other cities. Hey, Great Fart 420. Sarah? My suggestion, Sarah, would be to read up on prison abolition on Wikipedia. Use that as a starting point. Why don't they have immediate termination? Strong unions and the fact that police protect each other. Hey, Aquamarine. I do not currently subscribe to any OnlyFans. They're still present. There are still facilities for detaining people who are too dangerous to have out on the street. Thanks, Aquamarine. Disagree, Sarah. Prison abolition is about completely dismantling the current system and replacing it with something that would actually work. We got mugged. I don't think I'd bother calling the cops if I got mugged. Why bother? Because, like, statistically speaking, the police aren't going to catch the dude. If somebody mugs me, statistically speaking, they're not going to catch them. They do up a show up, Richard Denley. Yeah, if I got robbed, like if somebody broke into my place and robbed me, then yes, that I would call the police so that I could get the police report for insurance purposes. And that would be it, because the cops would be the first ones to say, yeah, we're probably not going to get your stuff back. Can never be a police officer again. He has felony charges. Hey, Julia. Actually, where I am now, I wouldn't have renter's insurance. Rhonda, what I would say to that is I doubt that his felony charges matter. He was a cop. Cops look out for their own. They don't give a shit if another cop has felony charges. What matters is he's a cop. So it is extremely likely that a police department in another city probably did still end up hiring him. Don't like pillheads. They don't like pillheads who aren't employed, who aren't on the force. People here do drugs purposely so they can be arrested, be checked out physically, get meds and 3 meals per day. Yeah. Can you become even a misdemeanor? The thing is, that may be a rule. No, that's a different shirt from yesterday. Rules only apply if the people who are there to enforce them actually bother enforcing them. And when it comes to holding each other accountable, police have no interest in enforcing the rules. They have no interest in holding each other accountable. Qualified immunity, which is absolute bullshit. Qualified immunity needs to end. Anti-firefighter? I dislike that firefighters tend to be so supportive of police, but firefighters don't have the same authority and powers that police do. You know, like, firefighters don't have guns. Hey, Lady MK. I like you. I like you. You know, like, there's no issue, like, there's no widespread problem with firefighters killing unarmed black people. There's no widespread issue of firefighters engaging in civil asset forfeiture. I don't know AM. I don't like dealing in hypotheticals. Creepy EMT that tried to kill his ex-pregnant wife. Hey, infiltrators. Hey, Icky. Is this live or pre-recorded? Both. What do I know about firefighters? Honestly, mostly what I've absorbed through pop culture osmosis, which means probably a fair bit that's not entirely correct. Favorite sour candy? I'm not a fan of sour in general. Sour is not one of my preferred flavors, one of my preferred tastes. They really don't like fire. Indeed. I know that there are a few people who argue for privatizing firefighters, which would be hilariously stupid, like disastrously stupid. Firefighters make my cheeks hurt. Hey, JoJo. Like I said, Rhonda, um, just because the rules say that somebody with a felony is not allowed to be a cop does not mean some police department wouldn't completely ignore a felony offense in order to hire uh, a cop who was fired from another department. Because like it's really common for police officers to be fired from one department and then just get hired somewhere else. Why would another department want a bad apple? Because they're all bad apples. Because what matters to them is not whether the officer is a good apple or a bad apple. What matters to them is they're a cop. Cops support cops. Because as far as they're concerned, they're the thin blue line between order and chaos. They're in a war against evil. And it's just when you've got that kind of mindset, it's hey Lindsay, it's pretty easy to justify overlooking the bad shit someone does as you know they were just doing what they needed to do. Got to help women in domestic violence. I mean, it happens, but I guess I wonder if the dude with a gun should really be also be playing the role of social worker. Sometimes news. Again, Jordan, it's another of those things where, statistically speaking, the police are not likely to be there in time to assist in the event of a break-in. Okay. All right. Good night, Frida. The issue, Syrup, is that the supposed good cops consistently um, consistently refuse to hold the bad cops accountable. And when they do, they get fired. Because that's the other thing. It's a systemic issue. When people talk about, all cops are bad, it's because that is a systemic issue. Because the cops who actually do try to improve things, who actually do try to make their force better, who do try to hold their colleagues accountable, they basically get run out of the force. They get crap assignments. They get shunned by the other cops. They get shitty treatment, and they just end up having to leave because it's just not worth it. Bullshit that there's a cop shortage. But yeah, Liberace. Like there have been stories of police officers who have tried to hold colleagues accountable, who have tried to improve things, and the treatment they got within the force was so shitty that they ended up quitting just because it was horrible. Like it was just a miserable experience for them, and nothing was improving. You're impossible for that power not to go to your head. Indeed, and especially because again, like they are, what they're like, police officer isn't even in the top 10 most dangerous jobs in the U.S. Well, no, Rhonda, because that was one. It wasn't part of a overall trend of multiple instances every single year. Like there's just like there's so many bad apples among the police. Like it's so many bad apples. The police system is structured in a way that it forces every cop to be complicit. They're all required to be complicit in a system that largely dehumanizes the civilians that police are supposed to be protecting, and just so we the system, right? Which is why we need to abolish the system. Yeah, like the LAPD has gangs with their own badges, like their own gang patches. That's not fucking normal. Still need to be a new system. Yeah, and again, that's what the police abolition movement is pushing for. Basically, just start over. That's essentially like what all these what abolition movements are going for is let's just start fresh. Let's build something new from the bottom up. Instead of just trying to given right now, right now, the solution that left, right, and center that all of them go for is let's just throw more money at the police. That'll fix it. Just more and more and more and more money. That'll fix all the problems with the police. Problem solved. We're brilliant. And it doesn't even fucking do anything. It just makes the problem worse. Like, it's just. More training. Except all the fucking training in the world isn't doing anything because that training is just reinforcing the same fucking system that's in place. Like, literally, oh, they just need more training. The problem isn't training. The problem is the entire system. Literally, from the top all the way to the bottom. The entire goddamn system is designed in a horrible, like, in the most dangerous way possible, like, in the most horrible way possible. National divorce? No. Stop spamming, Mark. So yeah, like, you gotta just destroy the system and build something new that will actually fucking work. I disagree with it being small anomalies, Icky. It is a system that cannot be reformed. The system as it exists right now is incapable of being reformed. Mark Twain? Well, then people are just bringing guns over from the red states, where they can just go in, pick up a gun, and without having to wait more than 10 minutes. Why don't I want the national divorce? Because it would actually fuck over a lot of people. Hey, Killface. Well, thanks for stopping in, Killface. Good night. What's your name? I believe, I mean, it varies from department to department. I think the average is like a few weeks, like 3 or 4 weeks for a lot of the US. Canada, I don't think Canada is much. You're not blocked down a predator. I feel like Canada's not much more than a few weeks either, honestly. So yeah, about 3 to 6 months. So yeah, in Canada, please get about 3 to 6 months of training on average. RCMP 26 weeks. In some, in some states, I think it's a few weeks. In some, it's a few months. Who am I going to call if I have an emergency? Depends on the emergency. We have more than 10 minutes for again. We let Canadian vote in American elections. I mean, if the Canadian lives in the U.S. and has become done the citizenship thing, met the citizenship requirements, then sure. Most of the cops I know had degrees before going to law enforcement. It's not the norm, though. Wildlife firefighter. Cool. Get a UK passport. I think I might be able to. Not sure. What do I think about game cops? Like cops in video games? That about working PD because you need to be a cop first to become SWAT. Oh, like, I don't know, wildlife people cops. I don't really know much about them, Vanna. Los Angeles County, the training is 6 months. Cole Phelps, LAPD. I have no idea what you're talking about for that one. The Paw Patrol. Damn propaganda. Stop fucking spamming, Mark, you annoying little fuck. Jesus Christ. You don't need to post your comment multiple fucking times. So that is pretty badass. We don't only be going into dangerous situations. Yeah, like protests. Because it's obnoxious, Sam. Spam is just obnoxious. Anyway, children aren't being sterilized. Elon's a fucking transphobic jackass. Elon Musk is so transphobic that his own kid chose to cut off contact with him. Plus 6 one. I mean, depends, AM. Do I ever fart on stream? Never allowed, though. Nah, I haven't started boycotting Twitter yet. Elon has no little children. I think he's got a couple. I think neither of them are actually involved in his life. No, Vanna, he's got a transgender daughter. Rama? I mean live. It's a play on like, do you like me? Why no? What? Why and from like, school, like notes that kids would pass in school. The girl would, that a kid would pass to their crush. Follow a girl on TikTok who had to freeze their sperm before taking cross-sex hormones. Elon Musk has about 8 kids, I think. Yeah, and I think several of them have basically, it was circle yes or no. I think at least a couple of Musk's kids have cut off contact with him. I know a trans person who can grow a bigger beard than me. Is he a gay kid? Trans. I don't know that. I know one of his kids is trans. Aw, thanks, Color Purple. First wife had triplets. His kids want nothing to do with him. Yeah. Yeah, as people like to say, Musk very much has most divorced dude ever energy. We chose M. M wasn't an option. What does M mean? I don't even know what M means. I'm gonna refill my water glass. I'll be back in a minute. Hot tub still there? No, I removed the hot tub. I had it removed. Oh, it means maybe. He was bullied bad at school. Lots of people were bullied at school. When will there be a fart reveal? I don't know if I have a good fart. Yes, I work tomorrow. When I have a good fart, there will be a fart reveal. Customer clogged the toilet bed. Always. Yeah, now I'm just thinking of the time Chantel clogged the restaurant toilet. It's autistic again. A lot of people are autistic without being assholes. A lot of autistic people were bullied and grew up not being assholes. Sometimes I fart today. I don't know. I don't really pay attention. I don't really know. I don't really count. Hey, Kay. Yeah, it's okay. I brought my bed. I brought my bed from my old place. They offered there was a bed already here that I could have used, but I decided to bring my bed. Do I think I smell right now? Possibly a little bit right now. Yes, I work. We live in a capitalist hellscape, so hey, anonymous. Yes, we did hire movers. Do you generally smell bad? No, I don't think so. Looking for friends or something? No. Never. Is the hellscape chill at least? Been a bit, been getting warmer. It's the alternative to working. I mean, yeah. Definition of hey, West Coast lass. Even under communism, people work. Reading and responding to things on Twitter ever make you sweat? No. Thoughts on Ukraine leaks and whatever. My answer is that I'm an idiot. Ukraine. Ukraine's. I don't know any of it. I'm not butthurt about working produce. Fuck off. Shut the fuck up, Adrian. Again, even under communism, people work. Jesus Christ. Last 3 years have been brutal. I'm in healthcare and the workload has been insane. Yeah, I can imagine. You have to work from home? Yeah. Sorry, Anonymous. I'm butthurt about having to work. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your job. Like, it depends on the job. There are some jobs that are just, like, terrible. Probably not, Adrian. Under socialism, though, you do love your job. Ah. I don't know. I'm inclined to think that most people do want to work. It's just they want to work jobs that don't make them miserable. First day. So I did get on Friday. Yes, it covered my first week on the job. So I've gotten 1 week's pay. It's $640. Fucking hell. Fucking whatever, you Adrian. Fuck off. Not. What's my job? It is work from home, customer service. I am not giving more details than that. That is actually not what socialism is at all, Mark Twain, but fucking whatever. Sure fucking thing, Adrian. You showed me. Why don't you go fuck off to feel good about yourself? Whatever. What do you feel about UBI? I am definitely a supporter of universal basic income. That is definitely something that I support. Hey, plain cheeseburger. Where's the money coming from? It's coming from all the people fucking your mom. That's rude. I don't really care if that was rude. Hey, Hellion. It's more that I'm not fucking interested in this debate. Go find somebody who's interested in debating this shit, Adrian, because I'm not. And same with you, Mark. Like, I'm not actually interested in debating this shit, so fuck off. Self-hating white person. I am a white person who is self-hating, but those two things are unconnected. I'm a self-hating person who happens to be white. Can I make a joke about your mom? Nah, your mom's a sweetheart, Beth. Your mom's wonderful. Hate whites. No, I don't fucking hate whites. How the fuck did you get that from what I said? last white guy, yeah. I have self-esteem issues. Like, I'm self-hating because I have deep-rooted self-esteem issues that I am trying to work through in therapy. And I just happen to be white while I deal with those issues. They're totally different things. Hi, Ava and Maya. And if I were interested in the debate, I would get those, I would refresh myself on the arguments, Adrian. But I'm not actually interested in the debate. But my mom is looking up at me proud. I do like looking up. It's like, look at me looking down. No, I know where she is. Ban Discord. Yeah, I think Dolly made it. Is right. It's not reading where I am right now. Beat to me. I'm sure I will in a bit, Beth. I'll get around to it. What's for supper? I had fried chicken and potato wedges from the ready hot counter at the Goshi store. That's worth the Dalai Lama still. I mean, I never really knew enough about the Dalai Lama to have a stance on him, frankly. Like, I'm not sure that I ever necessarily supported the Dalai Lama. The whole tongue thing was super weird and creepy, though. Does my hand ever get tired when I'm beating it? Sometimes. Shut the fuck up, Adrian. I don't think the trans community. Yeah, Rolling's an asshole. J.K. Rowling is an asshole. And from what I've heard, not a particularly great writer, just, you know, right book at the right time type of thing. Dalai Lama reminds me of the episode of SpongeBob when they paint Mr. Krabs for $1. Okay. Literally socialist. Yeah, but any of that comes. Any other political views she holds, the main thing she does right now is push transphobia. I didn't say I was a better writer, Zima. I'm not a good writer. I mean, I'm not a bad writer. It's not that I'm a bad writer, it's that I am uninterested in editing. No, she pushes transphobia. It's transphobia. Okay. Is pro-woman transphobic? Pro-woman has become generally a transphobic dog whistle. Imagine if I was a llama. I still occasionally wonder if I should have taken Chantel's llama, but whenever I wonder about it, it's like, no. No, that thing was disgusting. Where is the llama? In hell, I would hope. My ponies? Nah. Nah, Beth, I don't want to get my ponies out. Not until I've got somewhere proper to put them. They're not being castrated, Adrian, you transphobic fuckface. There's no castration on 15-year-olds. They're not getting the fucking surgeries at 15, you fucking liar. You dishonest transphobic fuck. There's no fucking surgeries at that age. Fuck off. With your bullshit. At 15, they are probably on puberty blockers, maybe starting hormones. Maybe. I castrated myself twice at 15. I was also forced to eat cement. Oh, it's extremely uncommon. It's uncommon to the point where it's actually accurate to say it doesn't happen. I think just yesterday, I think I saw something about how there's been like 282, I think, is like less than 300 bottom surgeries. And even then, most of those were not actually on trans kids. Actually, on minors, on minors, on people under 18, like less than 300 bottom surgeries on people under 18. And very few of those were actually related to gender transition. You know what? You know who does have bottom surgeries? Intersex people. Because all those kids shouldn't be having surgeries. They're actually totally okay with it on intersex kids when it's to enforce gender norms on those kids. Both sex? Yes. Basically, yeah. And it, a little bit simplification, but close enough. Let kids into. So what generally happens? Surgeries are almost never before 18. Sure thing, Adrian. Yeah. The surgeries just aren't happening before 18. They're exceptionally rare. Any surgery is exceptionally rare before 18. Or I should say any gender-related surgery. What? So any gender-related surgery is extremely rare before 18. In terms of hormones, no, I don't, Adrian. I don't. No, I don't want you to post a link, Adrian, because I don't fucking care. Fuck off. Anyway, yeah. So it's not that they know the answers to the universe. It's that they know who they are deep down. I'm not fucking debating you, Adrian, on anything. Fuck off. Jesus Christ. What do I think of ChatGPT? or GTP. I think it is going to be used to screw people over. But anyway, so the age at which somebody realizes that they are trans varies. Some people realize very, hey, alien tourist. Some people realize very young that they are trans. Some people don't realize it until much later in life. But there are people who realize, 8, 9 years old, HB 25. Fuck you. Fuck you for pushing that 25 bullshit. That is offensive fucking horse shit. No, 25. That is transphobic assholes wanting trans people to be fucking miserable. That is an effort to extend trans misery. That is all it is. 100% it is about expanding trans misery. Fuck that noise. And fuck every single person who pushes that idea. Fuck them all into the ocean. Fuck them right into the ocean, down into the Marianas Trench. Fuck them all the way to hell. A lot of that is bullshit anyway. 18 is a good age for surgeries. I am fine with 18 being, for surgeries. But again, there are kids as young as like 4 or 5 years old who know what gender they are supposed to be. Turfs? Yeah. It happens. There are kids. It happens. Kids as young as 4 or 5 who know what gender they are supposed to be. And 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, it happens. It's not uncommon. And they go to therapy. They talk to doctors. The reality is puberty is a stressful experience for anybody. That's sad, J-Dot. And yeah, pretty much infiltrators. You should have listened better. And yeah, therapy is an important process, and they do go to therapy. They do talk this shit out. So, they'll talk to people. They will explore this shit. And the thing is, puberty is, very stressful for anybody. It's kind of a traumatic experience for a lot of people. Going through a puberty that pushes you farther and farther away from the person you are supposed to be, that's even more traumatic. Just because everyone goes through it doesn't mean it can't be traumatic. And it's not traumatic for everybody. It's not traumatic for everybody, but for some people it is. And being forced through a puberty that pushes you farther away from who you're supposed to be, even more so. Again, Seema, for some, I said, for some people it is. It can be a traumatic experience. Learn some fucking listening skills, maybe. Because your body changes. You're flooded with unfamiliar hormones. Just your whole body, like everything about you just changes. Your brain changes, your body changes, everything changes. It's a weird time. You become super awkward and do weird shit. Like fucking it can be traumatic for a lot of people. Not everybody. But for there are plenty of people who found their puberty to be kind of traumatic. And again, plenty of trans people find it traumatic. Nah, and I just think they're cute. I just think those games are. I just find those games fun. And yeah, for a lot of trans kids, it's deeply traumatic because, again, they're becoming what they're not. Like they're being forced to become something that they know they are not. Which is why you get puberty blockers. They do know, Dickie. They do know what they feel. Ex-boyfriend comes from a super religious family. Sister was lesbian. Instead of being okay with being a lesbian, they decided to become a man, so it's more acceptable to date women. Which is so weird to me. Like that feels like an outlier. Like that feels exceptionally rare. Because like it's not like trans people are particularly accepted. And like, there's lots of straight women who would refuse to date. There's a lot of straight women who would refuse to date a trans man just because he's trans. But like, really apologize. I mean, they put out sort of like they put out kind of a non-statement. What's your entry for? Now, regret rates are actually very low. So yeah, just looking at an article from CTV, just from a couple months ago, from March, Associated Press. Just over a month ago. Article from Associated Press, just March 5th of this year. In a review of 27 studies involving almost 8,000 teens and adults, who had transgender surgeries, mostly in Europe, the US, and Canada, 1% on average expressed regret. For some, regret was temporary, but a small number went on to have detransitioning or reversal surgery, as the 2021 review said. It's rare. Like, regret is rare. Isn't it too soon to know? People have been transitioning for a century. And yeah, like we've had they should take the bill up to 20 years. They probably will. I imagine they probably will. I imagine that 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 50 years from now, there will continue to be studies because, hey, that's what science does. It studies shit. It's the same reason they study regret rates for knee surgery because, hey, information is neat. Shawarma, I don't think I've ever had shawarma. I don't think I ever would have shawarma. Why are detransitioners being so marginalized? I think what's happening is transphobes are using detransitioners as a cudgel, as a weapon against the larger trans community. Which, trans people are being marginalized. They are being attacked. Trans rights are under attack. So they fight back. And the thing is, the majority of trans people are supportive of detransitioners in general. Most trans people will say their experiences are valid for them. Their experiences are valid for them, and they deserve the support needed to get them where they want to be. When I was in high school, the in thing was being bi, not as being trans. What I would say, Lady Dolly, is that when you were in high school, bisexual was becoming more like awareness of bisexuality was becoming more of a thing. People were becoming more accepting of bisexuality. Right now, there is a growing awareness and acceptance of being trans. So it's nothing to do with fads or anything like that. It's nothing to do with being trendy. It's not trendy. It's just people are more comfortable being who they are now and exploring who they are. People are more comfortable exploring their identities now. Even if they decide that, oh, wait, no, it's not for me after all. Why not that left-handed study? Exactly. Like, why not let kids safely explore their gender identities? I got a niece that says she wants to be trans because her best friend is. Right. And if she went to a doctor and talked to a therapist, that therapist would not transition her. If that was her primary motivation, she wouldn't be transitioning. Odds are that kid will remain your niece. I don't know that kids are being confused. Hey, kitty terms. Because kids don't know that it's unusual, right? Kids don't know what is and isn't normal. They have to be told what's normal and what's not. In large degree, anyway. I think it's more likely an acceptance thing, like how girls can so easily do boy things. It's an easy streamline of thought process to figure gender is also fluid. So where does that lead? Basically, yeah, infiltrators. It's all the same thing. It's all about enforcing the gender. It's all about enforcing traditional gender norms. That is really what it comes down to, is enforcing traditional gender norms. And by the way, it's kind of why a lot of it's why plenty of cis people who aren't gender conforming have also been targeted by transphobia. You know, there have been cis women who've been harassed for using a women's restroom because they don't look feminine enough. I miss Sam. I definitely miss Sam. Social music. Stream says fake and stupid. It is not. It comes out of scientific. Stuff. You know, it's a term that's used in science. What does this mean? Let me get the exact. I believe it actually came originally out of chemistry. So it originally came out of chemistry, denoting or relating to a molecular structure in which two particular atoms or groups lie on the same side of a given plane in the molecule. Blah blah blah. Obviously, it ended up being more. Actually, not even on this side. On the side nearer to the speaker. In terms of gender discussion, referring or relating to people whose gender identity corresponds with the sex registered for them at birth, not transgender. But yeah, it's a word that's been around for a while. Latin for this side of, yeah. Doesn't mean normal. Trying to separate people into groups more. I mean, I would disagree with it being that. So I mean, we're already talking about even before cisgender entered common usage of these discussions. We were already talking about two groups. Yeah, there's already the group of trans people and non-trans people. Those were already two groups. Yes, greatest. Anywhere from like 95 to 99% of people identify with a gender that corresponds to their sex and blah blah. So yeah, it's like 95 to 99%. Yes. I guess I just kind of dislike normal as a way of classifying things. No, I don't think it's just a trend. Labeling everyone and everything is divisive. I don't entirely agree with that, Seema. It's one of those things where I understand where that line of thought comes from. I understand where that argument comes from. I don't really agree with it, though. The truth is, it's how our brains work. It's just like it's how our brains work. We need to define things. Beyond that, there is definitely a strength that comes from knowing how to define it. It is not a slur. Anyone who says this is a slur is a fucking transphobic asshole. That's demisexual. Demisexual is when you are only sexually attracted to people once you have like an emotional connection to them. But anyway, yeah, so there is a definite power that comes from knowing how to define oneself. You see that a lot in autistic people. You know, when they figure out, oh, this is what I am. It, you know, a lot of people will say that gave them a lot of comfort. Sure thing, greatest. Straight, cis, female, demisexual. Exactly, infiltrators. Nobody is obligated to label themselves. That said, the unavoidable reality of being human is they are going to be stuck in boxes. They are going to be labeled. it's unfortunate, but again, it's just the way our brains work. We literally can't help it. We cannot stop. We cannot prevent ourselves from labeling things. It's instinct. It's survival mechanism. It's how our brains process information. No, greatest, I absolutely do not agree with your ridiculous conspiracy theory bullshit. And labeled as a pineapple pizza. mean, you get labeled as man or woman. You get labeled as white, black, Asian, Arab, Indian, so on. You get labeled as blonde, brunette, redhead. You get labeled as employed or unemployed. You get labeled as prep, cheerleader, nerd, weirdo, or delinquent. Was that what they were? Was that what the? Was that how they labeled themselves in the Breakfast Club? So yeah, you get labeled as a brain, an athlete, a basket case, a princess, or a criminal. So yeah, there's no avoiding being labeled. What do I want to become a woman? Because it feels right for me. So hormones. Ugh. I need to make phone calls. I need to put in effort. Lazy. Hey, Jerry's. I do still want to transition. I'm just effort. One of these weeks. I've got Wednesdays and Thursdays off. I do have Wednesdays and Thursdays off, which means I do have days during the week off, which means that I have days where things are open and can be done. So, hey, honey bunny. Hug yourself. No, I do still plan to transition. But yeah, the fact that I have days off during the week when places are open means that I probably can actually do things. Right wing is pushing all this Trump nonsense to call the future of the left. Okay, then. Labels are divisive. Like I said, Pink Season. They can be, but they can also be empowering. And it's just labels will never go away because it is how our brains process the world. A black person will always be black, you know? Someone who's Asian diaspora, they're always going to be Asian. It's just our brains are going to see this person and say, oh, they are black. The trick is for our brains to say, is to make sure that, oh, they are black, is followed by literally no other thought. The effort to be, oh, they're black. And then just like move on. My label is open 23 hours. Get ears pierced? No, I don't. I don't enjoy needles. And again, I mean, piercings take effort as well. You got to keep them clean and everything. So they're followed up by like, you need to get a needle and then you need to actually follow up and take care of it. And it's just, boo. I label cis people as cis, Julia. Yeah, who fucking cares about that, greatest? Just let the trans ladies shit in peace. That's all they're asking for. Just let them go. Just let them take a shit when they need to. Those bathrooms. I mean, I don't know, dude. Okay, well, yeah. All right. Fuck you, greatest. Do ear piercing easily. But again, like I said, you got to clean it out afterwards. It's just, no. Just, It requires maintenance after, and I am lazy. We have long established that I am lazy. So, alcohol swab for a week. Yeah? Jordan, I think you might be missing an integral point here. Shut up. Got my ears pierced at Claire's and it was okay, but stopped ringing because it hurt. I'll have to deal with Karens at my job. I mean, there'll be a few here and there. Hey, sir. I don't expect it to be too bad for the most part in terms of people complaining. What do I do about my facial hair? Hey, Juggin. Shave initially. Hey, Hindi. Shave initially, and then eventually get the laser. Shoot lasers at my face. Because as it turns out, being trans is sci-fi as fuck. A lot of women have facial hair and shave it. Who's going to pay for my transition? Me, I would think. Surgery? No, sir. I don't really want any surgery. It's 90% more effort than ear piercing. Maybe, but getting lasers fired at your face is also super sci-fi. That's off. That's awesome. There's a hair removal, takes lots of sessions. Yeah, and like it's an ongoing thing as well. But again, lasers at your shooting lasers at your face. Come on. Can you keep up with it? Because it will be important to me. It's because I will be putting myself in a position where I have to keep up with it. Actually, speaking of laziness, so my mom needs to clean her apartment's walls. I guess they're going to be doing an inspection, and so she needs to clean her walls. My brother does have a friend who's willing to do it, but she'd be charging $30 an hour, which my mom can't really afford. So, other option would be for me and my brother to do it. Okay. Enjoy it, Dolly. So, yeah, me and my brother would have to clean the walls. I sent my mom $150 to pay for the girl to clean the walls. It's like you can take 2 or 3 hours out of one day of the you can spend one day, take 2 or 3 hours to wipe down a wall, to wipe down some walls. Fuck it, I'll pay $150 to get out of doing that. Nice name. Yeah. Yeah, the other thing is like it's hey Ram Krishna. My brother figures like 2 or 3 hours to do it, so probably end up being like $90 that it'll end up costing. In which case, the extra 60 bucks, like anything she has left over, can just go to a pizza or something. I'm okay, Ron. Thanks. So, but yeah, that is how lazy I am. I am willing to pay $150 to get out of cleaning walls. Everything is so expensive. It is. But yeah, falling out due to laziness. Hell yeah. Do the same thing if you. Luckily, like I'm making good money where I am. Like I figure I'll probably be making about maybe around 2,500 a month. Be sure she has a tip. Yeah, she'll have the option now if she wants to. Yeah, I figure I'll probably about 2,500 a month that I'll be making at my job. 2,500 a month. Which is pretty good, right? And I don't have huge expenses. So I figure keeping it conservative probably end up with about $1,000 a month after after all my expenses are paid. Hey, bubblegum. Like after all my expenses are paid, probably about $1,000 a month left over I'll have. Just not bad, which is pretty damn good. Does my job offer bonuses? I don't think there's anything involved in my job that would lend itself to bonuses. And yeah, if I'm able to, hey, first list, and then yeah, add on, a little bit of extra money from YouTube as well. I expect my YouTube pay will go back down to like 300 a month. But yeah, I'm factoring that in, Julia. Like I said, I'm factoring in all expenses. Accidentally poured a shot into my beauty blender water. Thanks, Bubblegum. And yeah, so yeah, if I'm able to make like an extra 300 a month from YouTube as well. Yeah. Gonna be good. It is great. The call center that had bonuses just for attendance. Oh, nice. You only had to show up for the schedule that you set. You got $500 every month without calling out. Well, I have never had anything like that, Syrup. Done my footing path. I mean, it was luck. I got lucky. Can we get married? No. No, first list. And Switch gaming? Probably not. Is that a prenup? I don't think I'm making enough money for a prenup to be necessary. And we're not getting married. Still living there for a while. My plan is to stay here for a while. That's okay, Vanna. Don't worry about it. My hope is that I can sort of stay here for like a year. The back motion call? I don't know. Depending circumstances. Thanks first. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can like stay here for a year. It's not like they set a time limit. Like it's not like they set a limit on how long I can stay. But I figure like a year I would be able to save up some pretty good amount of money, and then I can maybe like start thinking of something else. Like your game streams are better to sleep to, like I'm being read a bedtime story. Aw, thanks, Vanna. How's work going? I mean, it's I just start on the actual floor tomorrow, so I have the option to stay longer. Again, they didn't really set a time limit. Get a studio apartment, maybe. So yeah, I figure save up a good chunk of money, and then like I can figure out what to do. If I want to get a place of my own or what. Studio apartment with hot tub. You people and your hot tub obsessions. Hey, good on. Exactly, bubblegum. Exactly. Really just want their own hot tub and see me with one is second best. Fair enough, fair enough. What is my favorite fruit? Strawberries. I'd say strawberries probably. Does beef count as a fruit? I didn't see a lot of the details, Sarah. Um, like a couple people told me that Bali had been exposed as anti-Semitic, and yeah, I saw a couple of screenshots, but I didn't look into details. It was one of those things where like having a couple people tell me. One person is like having one person say it is something to be concerned about. Two people is corroboration. So I'll cook a meal for you here. Probably not, Julia. The left is trying to ban beef and replace it with bugs. I mean, you're wrong. They're not trying to do that. What is happening? There is definitely a still fairly small segment of people who are arguing that I'm talking to him for years. Nah, always got a weird vibe from her. I'm not going to pretend that I did. She seemed nice. Anyway, so yeah, there is a small group who are pushing for greater use of insects as meat because they are very full of protein and they are less environmentally harmful than cattle. It's still a very small group. The reality is there's just no economic or political will for that right now, but it's not a bad idea. I'm not sure I'd be willing to eat a cricket burger. I don't know that I'd be willing to eat a cricket burger. But I mean, there are plenty of cultures around the world that do eat insects. There are people who eat crickets. Cook and eat. Cook and eat them. They're a delicacy, and they're a delicacy in a lot of places. Um, so I've had Jewish friends. Oh, jeez. As soon as you say, I have ex friends, that is the point where you should be like, should I should be re examining my attitudes, shouldn't I? Like, I'm not racist. I have black friends. Shit, I might be racist. You know? Your chihuahua is named Cricket. And your chihuahua should be eaten. I'm joking. Chitin of bugs is made of polysaccharides, which are incredibly toxic and unhealthy. Then it might be other insects than jogging. Also, I'm not sure I'd call it backwards tribes. But that's some pretty shitty phrasing. But no, I mean there are. Oh, well, there are benefits to, or at least from what I've heard, there are definite benefits to increasing the use of certain insects among benefits for him. I mean, for the planet, cut down. Cattle is really has a huge environmental impact. That said, I don't think that I don't think that insect meat is going to become common. What is becoming more common, what is going to end up being common, is cloned meat. I think that's the big thing. If I'm in the woods for alone for a prolonged period, nothing will stop me from trying a bug. I mean, you eat what you got to eat to survive. You do what you got to do to live. Yeah, cloned meat is definitely going to be a game changer. I think it's getting, from what I understand, from what I've heard, although it's been a while, but from what I've heard, it's gotten pretty close to the texture and flavor of real meat. And isn't particularly expensive to make. Like Jack Black shave his hair and beard on YouTube earlier. Weird. But I think there's been advancements, jogging. It's getting better. Like I think early cloned meat was not particularly appetizing, but I think it's gotten to a point where within a few years, is that weird? I mean, picturing Jack Black without hair and beard is kind of weird. J Dot. It's like just picturing Jack Black shaving his hair and his beard. Yeah, that's just weird. That's just a weird image for me. But I've heard that cloned beef is getting to the point where like it's impossible to tell apart from real meat. So I think it will end up being a game changer. Hope so. I hope it will. I hope it will end up being a game changer because, yeah, cattle is very bad for the environment. Huge environmental impact. We definitely need to. Okay. Like lab grown meat. I know for a long time lab grown meat was not particularly good. Well, okay then, jogging. I apologize. I apologize for using the wrong term. Yeah, lab grown meat, then, is what I should be saying. So, lab grown meat, I think, will end up being, will hopefully end up being a big thing. Because, yeah, cattle is horrible for the environment. New here from Nigeria. Ooh, welcome, Lukazu. So, yeah, I think lab grown meat will hopefully catch on fairly soon and reduce the need for live cattle. I have been to an Outback Steakhouse once, maybe twice. I can't remember if I've been a second time. I know I've been at least once, possibly twice. I found it okay. Truthfully, I'll take a home grilled steak. Do I like steak? I do like steak. I do really like steak. Crickets. Thanks, Lukaku. Or Lukazu, sorry. Thanks, Lukazu. Apparently today was Charlie Chaplin's birthday. You're great, J. Dot. You're a sweetheart. You're awesome. Kazu's so positive. Love to see it. I mean, I disagree that that's my ideology, John. As far as why I hate the planet, I mean, too many punchlines to choose from on that one. But no, I mean, it's just, you know, it's hard. It is exceptionally hard to give up shit you love, and I just don't lack the willpower. Like I lack the willpower to switch to a vegetarian diet. That's just yeah. Cows are bad for the environment. And there should be a greater effort to find alternatives. But I just said jugging. I don't have the willpower for it. I don't like vegetables. I don't want to be vegetarian. I'll eat the lab grown meat when it's available. Methane is bad? It is. Methane is bad, but it's not just methane. Another problem with cattle farming is a lot of it requires clearing out forests to make room for the cattle, which, you know, oh, hey, trees aren't good. Trees aren't there to clean the air anymore. You know, like a lot of the reduction in the Amazon, for example. A fair bit of that has been related to increasing cattle. Not all of it, but some of it at least. Yeah, fucking whatever, jogging. At no point has anyone actually, at no point has anyone on the left argued that people should actually be fucking forced. You know, like there are no liberals like, we should force the poor to eat crickets. That's not a fucking thing, you disingenuous jackass. Promoting a vegetarian lifestyle is not the same as enforcing a vegetarian lifestyle. The left, fine, the left. No one on the left is arguing that people should be. That no one on the left is arguing that on the left is arguing that people should be forced into vegetarianism. Again, it's, hey, this would be good. This is something worth thinking about. Was Jackass? Jogging as a jackass. No one's serious jogging. Yes, I'm sure there are a handful of outlying dumbasses who are arguing it, but those people aren't taken seriously on the left. Like, even on the left, those people are not taken seriously. They're outliers. They're extreme cases. Force people to be vegetarians is not a serious argument being pushed by people on the left. What is wrong with me, Erica? I mean, a lot. Oh, thanks, Lukazu. You're so sweet. Yeah, Erica. If you want the list of things that are wrong with me, we're gonna be here a while. Wait, fish? Not really. I don't really like seafood, to be honest. I don't really like fish that much. What I have to. Oh, the rest of you weren't done. Not that I can recall, Icky. Like, I have no recollection of that ever being a thing. I mean, during COVID. During COVID, yes. Because, but that was just like they were banning get-togethers. They were banning people from separate homes getting together. So that was a different thing. But I can't recall Democrats ever banning barbecues for environmentalist reasons or anything. Maybe they were just banning you from having barbecues. COVID just won. Of course, COVID has not gone away. It's just people decided to pretend that it had gone away. Yeah, it's possible people were just banning. It's possible the Democrats are just banning you from barbecues just because they didn't like you. That is a possibility. Sure thing, Joggin. No, Flash. Grills and smokers actually are surprisingly bad for the environment. I only found that out while shopping for new grills, so it makes no difference to me. Okay, but it makes really good. But food is really good when it's thrown on the grill, though. No, Flash. I had a coworker who was extremely wary of char and charcoal. Fine Flash. British Broadcasting Corporation, or BBC. Made me try to shoot his actual bow and arrow and I couldn't. Nice. I wouldn't mind learning how to use a bow and arrow. Yeah, like I wouldn't mind learning how to use a bow and arrow. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. I like the bow and arrow. It's a cool weapon. Good do I know that grills? My brother used to grill. Like we used to have a grill. Like when I was still living in my mom's house, when my mom still had a house. When my mom still had a house, we had a grill, and my brother would use the grill a lot during the summer. It was good. Yeah, here I am, almost 40, never having like I. What's your point, jogging? So you went to a fucking summer camp. I didn't like to go to a summer. I didn't. I don't like outdoors shit. I don't like outdoorsy shit, jogging. So I never went to a summer camp or anything. Where the hell was I going to learn archery? On your parents' on your parents' property. Ooh, well. How much do the bow and arrow cost? I mean, it depends. You can get different price. Like you can get some that are fairly cheap, I think. Some that are pretty expensive. Yeah, I mean, like when I was a kid, I never really thought of learning bow and arrow, and then by the time I started thinking that it might be fun, I don't have fucking property. Where the hell was I going to learn? Where the hell was I going to practice? Get a bow, Canadian Tire. Yeah, yeah. I mean, getting the bow and some arrows, it's not tough. It's just where are you going? Where am I going to practice? So, hey, Uncle Junior. So, like I said, it'd be fun, but I don't know that I'll ever. I don't know that I ever will get to. But the virtual rings, I have no idea. Jogging. Yeah. Reflexes, bitch. No, not in Cornwall. It looks like. Well, that's UK Cornwall. So yeah, it looks like nothing in Cornwall. There's a place in like Maxville, place in Winchester. So yeah, nothing in Cornwall. Hey, Habibi. Yeah, Jada seemed okay. She is, I guess. She had a friend pass. So she was a little bit grieving for that, but she seems mostly okay. Can do it anywhere as long as nobody complains. And if they do complain, they won't for long. Snipe the fruit flies out of the air. Don't have fruit flies where I am now. Practice on Crown Land in Canada. I don't know where there's Crown Land in Cornwall. Hey, Private Dancer. Yeah, like I said, it's I am joking about murder irresponsibly jogging. I'm going to fake tough. I'm making a stupid joke, you dumbass. I did not see the Super Mario movie. I did not see the Mario movie, no. And I don't think I will. Wonder if anyone has ever been killed on a drive-by bow and arrow attack. I mean, probably. There's probably been people killed by bow and arrow. It's not very common anymore. I mean, like, yeah, in like, you know, in living memory. Like, it's not very common anymore for people to be killed with a bow and arrow, but it still happens. Medieval times instead of horseback and it's in a car. You're welcome, Private Dancer. As for why I'm not going to watch the Mario movie, because I don't care. I don't care about the Mario movie at all. %87 of land in Ontario is Crown land. I think I did hear a little bit about that, Private Dancer, yeah. Stream tomorrow? Yes, I will. It'll be like 2:30 in the morning. I've learned its lesson pushing movies like Mario with traditional values. The reality is, most of the movies that Hollywood pushes are, frankly, safe and like sure thing. Good luck with that, jogging. Kids have friends to get at Auburn. Yeah, it's tough, Private Dancer. And congratulations, jogging. Feel free to take your victory lap out of my fucking sight. Fucking douche nozzle. Hey, Barney. Marathon stream? Nah, I don't think so, Private Dancer. Have another rumor? I don't know, sir. We'll see. Time do I start work? 5:30 in the evening. 5:30 in the evening. Woot, woot, sleep in. Sorry, Private. Douche nozzles are actually well thought out. Well, not really, because douches are pointless. Largely pointless. Can sleep in? Yep, I can sleep in. Looking forward to it. Hey, Nancy. Yes, I do work from home. I too am empty douche. Yep. Not Rogers. No, it is not Rogers, Nancy. Gotta remember to dabble my wang with the latex. Gotta make a mental note for that, Bo Rock. What happened to Mass Effect? I finished it. Is it above minimum wage? Yes, a little bit above minimum wages. Snack while I'm working. I will get to if I need to. Hey, Suda. What's cool is like there'll be times where I'll be on the phone. Like I'll have like set times where I'm going to be taking calls. Um, Other times where I'm just dealing with emails. Other times where I'm dealing with live chats. Um, so yeah, it's obviously like while I'm on a, if I'm taking calls, I'll need to be careful about snacking. But for a lot of the for most of my shifts, yeah, for most of the day, yeah, I'll be able to just snack all I want. Excuse me. What snack? Whatever I happen to have. Talk to your customers while you're on the call. Julia. Some vacation time. I haven't really looked into details of the benefits. I know there's some vacation. I don't remember. I don't remember if I have to be there for certain. Like I don't remember if I have to be there for a year before the vacation kicks in, or what. Hey, Sally Acorn. I'll figure it out. Bama. I don't think I'll go to Bama, Alabama. That doesn't seem like the kind of state that I'd enjoy, honestly. Honestly, the one place in the US that I do want to go is New York City. Lots of museums, Broadway, other things. Good hookers. Great city to visit. Um, all the best hookers were pushed out by Giuliani, that bastard. All time low. I am getting tired. It's 3 hours I've been at this, so can you include running water? We have running water. How old was I when the Hindenburg went down? I ain't saying nothing. But no, private dancer. It's Alabama is not. It's not that I have anything against Alabama. It's just New York has specific things that I'd like to see. Alabama doesn't have Wicked. on stage, like live in theater. What's the Hindenburg? Very famous blimp that blew up. It's a shame, but the Hindenburg did basically end the possibility of blimps as like a way to travel. You know? Yeah, we've still got like the Goodyear blimp. Yeah, there's still a few blimps for advertising. They're kind of silly. Yeah, but steampunk is fun. So steampunk is a fun aesthetic. So it's like, you know, Zeppelin, yeah. Tuck us all in, J Dot. Is it dirigible or Zeppelin? I knew blimp was the wrong word. I couldn't remember the actual word. Hey, nerdic. Like I was like, it's not actually a blimp. I couldn't remember the right word. So yeah, dirigible or Zeppelin. So yeah, it preemptively ended the age of the Zeppelin. Your mom's a blimp. Who do you think was better, Lennon or McCartney? Probably McCartney. I don't recall McCartney ever being accused of being a woman beater. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. 3 hours, it's good. So yeah, I'll see who shows up tomorrow at 2 in the morning or even later. 2:30 in the morning. That'll be interesting. But for now, good night, everybody.